Welcome to the Snake River Canyon. I'm going to be on the river for the next 2 days, and I am going to be foraging, I'm going to be fishing, I'm going to hammock camp on one of the islands on the river here, and the weather is not looking good. It looks really nice right now, but it's calling for a lot of snow and rain tonight, so that should be pretty interesting. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna head down and check out a few of the islands, see what's on them. On our way, I think I'm gonna do a little fishing. I've just got a little jig on a light rod. So there's trout. There's a lot of pike minnow in this area. So we'll see what we'll pick up. All right, we're coming up on the first island that I want to check out. All right, let's check it out. You see all this green here. It's pretty remarkable how it can be midwinter and some of the plants are still persisting. But this isn't necessarily a plant you want to mess with. All of this looks like poison hemlock to me, so we won't mess with it too much. Oh wow. Little bird box up here. What's inside? You see anything? I can't reach my head in there. Ideally, I'll find a spot flat enough to camp for the night and a couple of trees to put a hammock between. A bunch of dead stinging nettle. If we don't see what we're looking for, we just go to the next one. Somebody left their duck calls here. Oh, those have been there a while. All full of spider webs. They broke it off to hang it, and now other branches have grown around it. I don't think they're coming back for them, so I'm gonna commandeer them for now. Right over there, there's a spring coming out, and they're scattered periodically throughout this area. The last time this water has seen daylight is about 200 miles to the northeast of here, probably a few hundred years ago, which is crazy to think about, that the water coming out right there, the last time it saw light was a few hundred years ago. It's pretty wild. I'm gonna hop back in the kayak. We're gonna meander down to the next island and see what it looks like. Alright, let's go exploring. Beavers are crawling up this a lot and chewing trees. Got a rose bush with some beefy rose hips on it. See all these wood chips? That is a mess. Let's see if we can get through here. Well, I'm calling it a bust. I ain't putting up with this. Island number 2 is a bust. Struggle. Freedom! Ah! I made it. Well, let's fish our way to Island 3. Well, the weather took a little bit of a turn. And by little, I mean it feels significantly colder all of a sudden. I'm gonna hop up here and we're gonna do a little cattail foraging. Cattails are kind of a product of their environment. So I came in here right where the spring's coming out because I want nice, clean cattail. I don't want to be eating anything nasty. Let's get going. Let's get out of the kayak and start pulling some tubers up. Oh yeah, there's a tuber. Hopefully. Or that hurts a branch. I think it's a tuber though. Yeah. That one seems older. There's a younger one with it, but they're buried a lot deeper than I thought they would be. That'll do. These chutes will work actually as well. That'll be good. Another little secret about these warmer springs is that they've got all these other plants down in them. You can see down at the bottom here, all these little plants. And a lot of them are edible. Still get your greens, even though you think that nothing green would be growing. I'm gonna pull the kayak up into this spring a little ways and walk up it a little bit and explore, see what it looks like. Alright, let's walk up here a little ways. This is it. There's nothing but cliff wall above me. This is where it comes out. It's like perennial spring up here with all the plants always growing. The up wasn't so bad. It's the down that I'm kind of worried about. Look at all this baby stinging nettle. Take a few sprigs. It only stung in that little spot where I have a cut, so I guess it might not be too bad. Yeah, that should be enough. I just moved a lot of rocks. This is the part I'm wondering about. Wasn't too bad. This is a rumex plant. You can see all of its little seeds. It's actually a food when it's ripe. Right here. Kind of a prickly guy, but this is teasel, and the seeds are edible on teasel. You can see them. They're kind of a good winter forage because the seeds are palatable. They have kind of a peppery taste. So Might grab a couple of heads on our way, see if I can salvage some. There's more cattail right here, and I'm kind of curious about the size of their tubers, because this cattail's a lot bigger. Surprisingly, pretty rocky. Oh, check it out. Protein. There's a huge grub in there. Got some pretty big teeth on it too. Whoa. That's a little otherworldly. Nah, I ain't eating it. Sorry. I might actually harvest a bunch of this watercress. Oh yeah, that's better. It's gonna need a little rinse. Just take a couple handfuls, I don't need much. Go rinse it. I found nature's sink right here. Pretty thorny. Well, I think I found my spot to get on this island. These cottonwoods are so weak in the trunk that whenever there's a really big windstorm, they don't do so good. I mean, look at that one, it's just split right at the base. Dumped over. I always think it'd be cool to find a deer antler or something on one of these islands. This looks alright. Flat. It's open. There's not a ton of poison hemlock. Got a bunch of box elder maple. I think I'd rather be here than anywhere I've seen so far. And the maple's a lot stronger than the cottonwood. Walk back to the kayak and paddle it around to the other side here. An old pile of bones in here. From a deer? Yeah. A deer pelvis. Alright. Around we go. Alrighty, back at the spot. Try and find the spot. Yeah. Whoa, I stuck the axe in right, the hatchet in right here. Look at this. Look how much water, how much sap is coming out of this maple. Whoa, look, it's dripping right here. Will it taste like maple syrup? I know it won't. It's box elder maple, so definitely not. It just tastes like water with a little hint of tannin, which is stuff that's in wood. I guess it would be time to tap the maples right about now, so checks out, but still trippy. 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm gonna get set up on the kayak again, and I'm gonna hit it hard fishing for a little bit. If that doesn't work out and it's starting to get dark and I can't catch anything, I'll switch out to something else. I've got a backup plan for getting a wild protein. We'll see though. We are back in the saddle, trying to pull off fish. It's about time to put the gloves on. There's a fish. Oh dear. There he is. All the glory of pike minnow. Well, I think I'm just gonna let him go. Because I'd rather not deal with him. Should have just kept the pike minnow, but there's two reasons I didn't. One, I don't want to eat big pike minnow. They eat a lot of other fish, so they collect a lot of toxins, especially mercury. So I don't really want to eat them. If I was going to use it for a crayfish trap, I'd only use a teeny little bit of it, so I just felt like I was going to be wasteful if I kept that one. I can also go to the springs. I probably will here in a minute. It's about 4 o'clock. Let's see if I can pull a trout out. Trout out. Into the spring complex before I could even react. The exact same size. Alright. Back at home sweet home. Homeless, sweet homeless maybe would be a better way to put it. Get some food cooking. I'm gonna save my foraged foods for the morning. Tonight I'm just gonna cook our regular dinner, I think. Just, it's getting dark and I want you to be able to see well what I'm making and how I'm making it. Tonight I have some enchiladas that I vacuum sealed. Just gonna heat them up in some water. This is gonna taste so good. The smell of the salsa. Oh. Smell all the peppery, salty tomato. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Look at that. Cheese. Well, since it's supposed to rain tonight, I'm gonna just throw everything back in the bag. See if I can find somewhere dry enough to change into my warmer clothes. It's like thermals on thermals out here. I think the low tonight's 29. So I am thinking it'll be snowy, but it could just be rain all night. I'm cold now. I've finished cleaning camp up and got into bed, and it's not that late yet. It's only 8 o'clock, but I think I'm just gonna chill and get warm and stay comfy. Breakfast this morning is quinoa with raisins. Found a good place to scrub my dishes. I cut open this maple, and it's putting out a whole bunch of water. So, clean my knife off. Alright, we're gonna dig into this foraged meal that I made. Stinging nettle and watercress. Tastes like spinach. And the teasel on it tastes like pepper. The cattail shoots. Those are really good. Super. Yeah, kind of like an artichoke heart. Taste and texture is very similar. It is sugary, like I can taste the sugar in it on the outside. I chewed the inside, like that core. Yeah, it's not worth it. But this outside, it's good. It's not gonna be in the produce aisle, that's for sure. I kind of like to just bite it, because that's where all the sugars come out from. I mean, it's not too fibery. The middle is, but it's not bad. The reason it's purple is because I boiled it with the nettle, and the nettle was purple, and now it's just all green. So some sort of chemistry happened there. I'll tell you what, in the middle of the night, a great blue heron right over your head, squawking above your head, is one of the scariest things, because they sound like a dinosaur. I'm gonna finish this, get down to the kayak and get it flipped over and get back to civilization. If you like this video, check out our channel and join us Sundays for more adventures.